All right, 7th graders, this is to help you with question 1 on CR 10. It says Amanda has a $50 gift certificate for her favorite clothing store. Each item of clothing that she buys is $8.50. Maybe she's buying scarves and she wants those scarves in a lot of different colors. So that's why every item costs the same amount. She's probably buying that same item in a lot of colors. Which table best describes why the balance remaining on the gift certificate after Amanda buys X items of clothing? Okay, so we want to take a look at, you know what, I think I'll put my table way off to the side. So we want to take a look at X items of clothing. Items of clothing. Maybe she's going to buy 0 items of clothing and we want to know the balance. Maybe then she'll buy 1 item. What's the balance? After she buys 2 items, what's the balance? After she buys 3 items of clothing, what's the balance? After she buys 4 items of clothing, what's the balance? And so on. So this Y represents the balance on the gift card. All right, she's got a $50 gift card. If she buys 0 items of clothing, there's still $50 left on that gift card. Right away, I can actually eliminate table D because I see across from the 1, there's a 50. No, 0 items of clothing would leave us with 50 bucks. All right. Then she's going to buy her first item. That first item cost $8.50. So you would take your, so for this would be 1 item of clothing. So that would be, you would take your 50. To figure out the balance left, you'd take away the money you're spending. You're spending $8.50 on that first item of clothing. All right, so here I would do $50 minus $8.50. 0. I can't take 5 from 0. I got to go over to borrow. I'm like, oh, can't borrow here. Got to go all the way over to the 5. The 5 becomes a 4. This becomes a 10. Now I can borrow. 10 becomes a 9. So that I have a 10 right here. 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 8 is 1. Make sure you line up that 1's place. I kind of put my 8 off to the side. Should be right underneath the other 1's place. And then I have 4. All right, so $41.50 is what's left after she buys 1 item of clothing. $41.50. So now we look at the tables. Across from that one, it's $41.50. Across from that one, it's $41.50. Across from that one, it's $41.50. We haven't eliminated anything yet. All right, so let's see when she buys 2 items. All right, now she's buying 2 items. Each of those items is $8.50. All right, so she's taking her $8.50 and she's buying 2 of them. So I'm going to multiply $8.50 by 2. 2 times 0 is 0. 5 times 2 is 10. Put down a 0, carry a 1. 2 times 8 is 16, and 1 is 17. So then we're going to take 50 minus 17. $50 minus $17. I can even put it in terms of money if you would like. Borrow from the 5. The 5 becomes a 4. That allows this to be a 10. 10 minus 7 is 3. 4 minus 1 is 3. So after she buys 2 items of clothing, she still has $33 left on that gift card. So she can buy some more scarves or whatever she's buying. So after 2 items of clothing have been bought, she has $33. So that's still there. Ooh, that one's still in play. But this one's no longer out of play because you see how in play, because this 2 items of clothing gets you to 33. This says after I buy 3 items of clothing, I'm down to 33. So now we've eliminated 2 of the tables. So now we're just going to move on to 3 items and then 4 items. So let's look at 3 items of clothing. Okay, each item costs $8.50. She's buying identical items. So she's going to buy 3 of them now at $8.50. 0, 5 times 3 is 15. Put down a 5, carry a 1. 3 times 8 is 24, and 1 is 25. So now I have to take my original $50, and now for 3 items of clothing, I spent $25.50, and I'm looking for what will the balance be. 0 minus 0 is 0. Can't take 5 from 0. I look to borrow here. I'm like, oh, can't borrow from there yet. So that 5 becomes a 4. This becomes a 10. I can now borrow. That 10 becomes a 9, and this is a 10. 10 minus 5 is 5. Drag that decimal point right down. 9 minus 5 is 4. 4 minus 2 is 2. So now, after 3 items, she's left with $24.50. Well, this person thinks after 3 items left with 16. So that's not right. This table doesn't even list 3 items. Let's get crazy and check for 4 items and be sure that it's really, hopefully, $16 left here. So let's go over here for 4 items. Again, she's spending $8.50 on each item. $8.50 now times 4 identical items, 0. 5 times 4 is 20, put down a 0, carry a 2. 4 times 8 is 32, and 2 more is 34. So now we're going to do her original $50 balance, and now we'd have to take off $34 if she spent $8.50 on 4 identical items. 0, 0. 5 becomes a 4. This becomes a 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. 4 minus 3 is 1. $16. Yay! We found a matching table. So that's how you do it, and I think yours is similar. You have a certain amount of money and you're buying some pounds of bananas, and you just want to keep deducting off how much you spent on bananas and figure out how much of that $12 you have left. All right, I hope that helps.